I spend so much time planting, watering, weeding, fertilizing that sometimes I forget I need to set some time aside for the actual harvesting. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Adobe Ring Ranch. So today I decided I was going to make up a few salads for lunch today, and I thought I would run outside and pick me some Swiss chard to add to my greens for the salad. And as I was out there, I quickly discovered that not only do I have more than enough Swiss chard, I had a squash to pick, I had a few cucumbers to pick, and my green beans are ready to go. So what am I going to do with all this? I don't know yet. Sometimes I forget that it's very important to leave some time aside to take your vegetables into the kitchen and either make something or prep them for the freezer, or maybe even some canning of some green beans. So today I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use up some of this Swiss chard, like I said, in my salad. I'm going to pop these cukes and squashes in the refrigerator for later use. But my green beans today, I think I'm going to get them ready for the freezer. So stay tuned and I'll show you what I'm going to be or how I'm going to go about doing that. Okay, so let's get everything set up for the blanching of the green beans so we could get them in the freezer for later consumption. So right now I've got a pot of water starting to boil on the stove, and I also have a bowl of ice water all ready to go, because once you're done boiling or blanching, I should say, the green beans for about 3 minutes or so, you're going to want to drain them and submerge them into ice water to stop the cooking action. And then we are prepping our green beans. So basically what I had done was I just took the stem end off here and I'm cutting them into about, I don't know, probably 3/4 of an inch pieces. It doesn't have to be any specific length. If you prefer green beans all long like this, you can do the same process, leaving them long like this. But for Clint and I, as a side, I prefer the smaller size chunks. So I cut up the green beans into these small pieces, and I'm basically just putting them into one big bowl that I'll bring over to the stove and submerge these green beans into the boiling water once that water gets boiling. Okay, so our water has come to a boil. You can add a little salt to the water if you wish, but it's not necessary. And now we're just going to dump our green beans into the boiling water and let that go for about 2 to 3 minutes. You really don't need to stir, but I'm just going to even out these green beans a little bit in the pot here. Look at that color. Isn't that amazing? Love that bright green color. So again, if you don't want the little pieces of green beans, you can do this same process with the longer beans. It all depends on the type of green bean you want for your meals. But again, Clint and I prefer the smaller size. But so once I have this boiling for about 2 to 3 minutes, then we're going to be draining this and submerging these into the ice water. Okay, so it's been about 3 minutes of cooking time or blanching time of the green beans. And from here, we're just going to take it over to the sink and dump the green beans into a strainer. Get this out of the way. Give it a little shake. And then from here, it's going directly into the ice water. Basically what this is going to do is going to stop the green beans from cooking any further. This is just a basic blanching method here. And it's just going to cool down the green beans and stop them from cooking any further. Otherwise, they're going to be just mush. Okay, so the green beans have been removed from the ice bath, and most of the ice cubes had melted. But if you have any remaining ice cubes, the green beans usually sink to the bottom of the bowl anyway, and then you can lift up the ice cubes and then drain out your green beans and let them sit in the drain for a few minutes. After that, I like to take the green beans and put them on a cookie tray and spread them out a little bit, and I'm going to be popping this into the freezer like this for maybe an hour to two. The reason for this is that I like the green beans to kind of like individually start to freeze up. If you throw them directly into a freezer bag, and throw them into the freezer, it'll be one big massive clump. This way, when you freeze up the green beans, they're going to stay individual. So there you have it, a quick, easy way of preserving some of your extra vegetables. This little technique can work on cauliflower and broccoli as well. Basically, it's just that blanching method for a few minutes and dropping it into an ice bath to stop the cooking action, and then spreading out your vegetable on a cookie tray, popping it into the freezer, just so that when you do put it in your Ziploc bag, it doesn't all clump together. This way they're all individual pieces. Also, I am packing these up according to serving size. So basically these green beans here would be enough for Clint and I for one meal. So once I package it up into the Ziploc bag, it'll be good to go for a meal down the road. Not a big fan of canning stuff. I don't like adding extra salt to my vegetables when you are canning certain vegetables, and I'm not I don't know, it must be just my taste. I'm not into pickling green beans at this moment. For me, I just think pickling is reserved for cucumbers. But I'm sure down the road I will get over that little mental block. But for right now, for me, this is the way to go with the extra green beans, and I'll probably do this for the next batch if I can stop myself from eating them raw off the plants while I'm watering the garden. Anyway, I hope this is a little helpful little tip for you, and maybe you can use it down the road yourself. So for now, this is Hugh saying goodbye from the Adobe Ring Ranch kitchen.